Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and as promised, we are here at Whole Foods with our guy Lenny.
He's right there.
He's on the
and
camera.
we're going to be shopping around, and he's going to be giving us the 411 on what is better to get so that we can
Eliminate this gut problem.
Clean up our shopping experience so that we know exactly what we're putting into our bodies. So come along with us.
And we don't usually shop at Whole Foods, so this is a whole new experience for us.
Yes.
Lenny usually does shop at Whole Foods, but this is not his Whole Foods. So this is brand new to us, and let's see if we come out with a few items.
Let's go. Okay, Lenny, so I want you to be brutally honest with us. I mean, you've been doing this for a while, so we trust your judgment, okay? You've done this already, and this has been your lifestyle for a while now.
100%, I appreciate it. No, let's go, guys. So as you guys been waiting, we're gonna get this done now. All honesty, all ingredients, we'll go through whatever we have to go through. You ready?
Oh, crap. Great.
Whoa. Yo.
They don't want us to win. Okay, so I want him to give us an idea of how good or bad it would be to buy the dino nuggets that we love to buy for our kids because they love them. Here we have Purdue. We have the organic version. So let's see how good or bad this one would be.
Yeah, let's see how clean it is. So this is the organic version. So again, let's fall for the front. That's what they do. This is all marketing, but this is very important. So if you see USDA organic stamp, that's great. Because then that shows that it's been through its certifications to be actually known as USDA organic. So that's usually a good thing, but I don't really fall for anything else. I always look at the seals. And then the first thing I'll do is go back, ingredients. So we got organic boneless chicken breast with rib meat. Not sure why they put in rib meat inside chicken nuggets.
That's
Water, organic wheat flour. Wheat flour, that's probably from the coating. Less than 2% of sea salt. Organic cane sugar. Now when I see cane sugar, I always try to go back to see how many grams. So in this case, total sugar, 1 gram of added sugar. That's not too bad. But remember, this is in 6 pieces, which is still not bad. If you're giving it to your kids.
Yeah, for a kid,
Right.
that's actually
Right.
normal. Six pieces.
Organic garlic powder, salt, that's good. Organic wheat gluten, not crazy about it, but again, this is breaded, so you can't really
Expect
blame
it to
them
be
for it.
super.
My red flag would be here, the organic palm oil. Palm oil is a very highly processed oil. Things like grapeseed oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, those oils are very, very highly processed and toxic. So they just could be very inflammatory. So, I mean, I would say try and avoid. Again, this is okay. Things like maltodextrin, also inflammatory. It might have some inflammatory properties, but if you're on a budget and that's what you can afford, again, I would always say meet yourself where you're at. If you can't do like another brand that don't have all these things, or maybe your kids don't like, because I'm sure it has these extra items because they're breaded.
Yeah.
So
They're trying to make it taste good for the kid.
Right.
But I think everything in moderation is the key. It's just to be aware that it's not the healthiest
correct.
thing to eat, so don't give it to them every day.
Right. Don't let it be a habit that you're giving them every day.
But we are aware that children are
There's something else. Like, as much as sometimes we try to be healthy, they just refuse to sometimes. So, like, give yourself a little grace. You know, I always wondered anytime I go to like a nice restaurant, why the shrimps look so much bigger than when I do them. And it might be because they're using wild.
Well, no, shrimp has sizes. I highly doubt the restaurant using wild caught.
Oh man, never mind.
Sorry. But they have sizes, and as long as you have some options, you could work with whatever.
But I feel like even if I get the large, they do
All
a lot.
shrimp is like so much water, so they usually shrink to like very small. So even the large shrimp, it'll shrink with time.
Okay, so wild caught is better than farm raised.
Wild caught versus farm raised. And you can even tell the difference when you look at it. Even though Whole Foods farm raised is actually more sustainable than like your regular third-party farm raised, but wild caught would be the healthier option. That should be a no-brainer though for any seafood. But like, for example, here, like if you go really deep into the weeds, like I always say, it depends how deep you go. Farm raised of Whole Foods, like they have special certifications that you can even look them up. So their farm raised is not like if you go to like another supermarket, I don't know, Food Bazaar, Food Town, or whatever, and look at their farm raised, they might just begin like third party. They have a lot of seafood, what they call this, like the seafood process in a way. They actually catch seafood here, ship it to China to get it to get it packaged and ship it right back. And there's like supposed to be like a big black market with seafood that they actually take the good seafood and they send us like the crap back in the packaging. That's a whole nother wormhole, but
Whoa,
yes.
let's keep it basic here because I'm getting a headache.
That's what I said. It depends how deep you go.
Are red apples better than green apples? Or does it matter?
I think red are better. I think. It's just because if you look at the natural process of when an apple grows, literally that's when it's actually ripe. Usually when it's green, it's like it hasn't been fully. And then if there's other things done like genetically modified for it to be green. It could be things like that. Can be, but usually it's not. It's just like a premature.
Okay, got
But
it.
I would, no matter what color you choose, organic.
Organic is
It
the way to
should
go
be
to
the
with
best. Less
apples.
sprayed. They have many options.
I heard the apples have like some type of wax on it.
Yeah, so they do.
You can actually feel it when you run it through water.
Yeah,
you
it
can
just like
see.
slips right off. So ideally you want to de-wax. If they have their own natural wax, that's one thing. And then now like they're adding wax to even organic ones to preserve it along the way. So that's,
So how are the organic ones preserved if they don't add that? They have to add something,
that's the thing. It's like they have to,
but maybe is more minimal.
the organic is just like a seal. So it's like, it doesn't mean that it doesn't have preservative. Yeah, it has something, but it has a lot less.
Less
Yeah,
makes sense.
a
So
lot less.
I used to buy organic turkey meatballs in a bag.
These, you still buy them?
no.
Okay.
He's like,
You want me to check? I'll
He's
check
like-
them.
he's like,
Ideally,
why?
this is what I always say. Remember, don't fall for the front.
the front.
The front is the front,
Yeah.
straight to the back. So where I would go, ingredients. What did I say?
Let's see how bad this crap was for you.
Oh no, this is right here. So the ingredients. Sometimes, honestly, I don't even look. I skip the nutritional facts because I just want to see what's in it first before I even see like how many grams. Organic grass-fed beef, very good. Water, organic textured soy flour, could be better. Organic rice flour, less than 2% of organic spices. Onion organic rosemary extract. Honestly, it's
Pretty
not bad.
good?
Yeah, it's actually a
You
very, very good choice. So you passed.
So you gonna buy it?
I don't know. I would buy it.
He would. Okay.
That's what I need to hear.
I would buy this. If I was really in the mood for grass, honestly, this is actually pretty clean. The only negative for me would be the soy flour, because I try to
Okay.
stay away from soy for us, because men, soy actually affects our testosterone,
Okay.
and I try to stay away from soy products. But I still would buy that if I wanted some meatballs.
Oh, you didn't do so bad. You didn't do so
Grass-fed
bad.
beef, yo, that's very, very good.
Okay.
So, the fridges are the dangerous aisles and the freezers. Why? Because it's usually heavily processed. But there will be good options here, like
Like my meatballs.
like the meatballs that Darwin was just talking about that he used to buy a lot. But like, you see, I already know, for example, this brand, Teton. Now again, I would go to Costco for this. In Costco, they have like beef. They're kind of like a hot dog replacement. But I already know that they use 100% grass-fed beef. So when you get into the mood of actually shopping like this, you kind of already know where to go. Like
The brands.
exactly,
Yeah.
the brands, they tend to be loyal across the board in all their products. So I can already
Even like when I'm buying like ground turkey, like I know which one tastes better and which one doesn't.
exactly, and that's
That's why I always get like that red pack.
and that's standard. So like I can already tell grass-fed beef, water less than 2% of the following: sea salt, spices, vinegar, citrus flour, and rosemary extract. That's it. So it's like if you pick up I mean, these are all kind of similar. I know they're pretty good too. They're just not as clean. But yeah, this one is actually pretty clean too. Organic chicken, organic. So this area again, don't always.
So then
go for the front.
after you look at the ingredients though, you don't look at the nutrition facts?
So I do,
What
but I feel like my first check,
is the ingredients?
it will be the ingredients. Why? Because in all honesty, it doesn't matter how many grams of fat it has, it doesn't matter how many grams of sugar it has, it doesn't matter the sodium and none of that if the ingredients are crap, because then you don't really know where it's coming from. So when I look at the ingredients, right, for example, this has 410 milligrams of sodium. I know that's coming from sea salt.
Okay.
So it's like you can then, after you confirm, oh, ingredients, check, this is great. Then you go back to the nutritional facts and be like,
oh, that's great
okay,
to know.
so all this makes sense now.
Okay.
The fat is obviously from the grass-fed beef. 200 calories, 3 links for this nutritional fact. It's actually pretty good. Like you eating a breakfast with some breakfast sausage, I would dead serious buy the soup.
Okay.
So 3 links, and this would be it. Knowing me, I'll probably do 4 because I would want to get more protein in.
I think we teaching Lenny how to shop. He already buying the meatballs.
It's Lenny approved. This is what I buy, but this is not. It's more of a marinara sauce, but you could use this in replacement. Whatever you was using paste in. What do you use the paste for right now?
To put on the ground turkey.
You could put this, and this is really good actually.
Oh,
Rails
really?
is very high quality. Yeah, they actually have a restaurant in Brooklyn. So it's a really good quality. Again,
So you could use this instead of tomato paste.
100%, and it's more natural.
Whole Foods should sponsor us.
But again, not to knock down Whole Foods, I would go to Costco for a better deal. In Costco, you'll get 2, I believe, for like $11 or $12, which is almost literally 2 for 1 here because it's $8.99 one bottle.
Okay.
That's marinara.
Yeah, so it's marinara, but I would use that in replacement of the actual paste, and you will see it. The only thing that the difference is that you would have to put it, if you're doing the ground turkey, for example, like a little bit after, because it's already kind of in a saucy way. Like paste, you gotta wait for it to break down.
Yeah.
So if you throw this on there, it will give it a nice taste.
We have to try that.
That's how Dominicans check if the sweet potato is good.
I see my mom do that. Oh, so how you know it's good? Because it's old.
Well, this one's good. Yeah, you could tell. It's very rare you'll see a bad sweet potato in Whole Foods because they actually replenish them very often. When you go to other places though, you gotta be careful. So this one's purple. This one has a distinctive taste from all the other ones, but they have all different kinds. I like to do a melody.
You like which ones?
A melody. I just
like
mix them all up. That way I get a little different taste of everything. But
which
honestly,
one's the one that you usually eat then? Like.
Yeah, probably these. These are like the
The orange ones.
Yep.
The best ones.
Oh, atata. Dominicans love that one.
So when you came to the podcast, right? You had this water. And then I saw a dude on TikTok where he was in the kitchen and he had one. I was like, you some healthy ass dude. Because I've never seen this in my life. And the minute you told us about it and I saw it on TikTok, I was like, this dude is healthy. But he was actually fit. I was like, yo, he really about that life.
So I didn't really know. I thought water was water. Like it's like I get it. Maybe some of it is more filtered than others. Like that's the only thing that would cross my mind when it comes to water. Like how filtered is it? But according to Lenny, there's what is it that this has that other waters don't have?
Like more
minerals,
right?
Well, those minerals are natural minerals from the springs. There's no added minerals. Well, other high hydrating or alkaline water, they add the minerals in it. So this is actually straight from the springs, bottled into the glass bottle, topped off, and then shipped out. So if you're gonna go for water, that's the healthiest option. And it's
The
actually
most expensive too.
It's actually on sale right now.
We're gonna try that right now.
So right now is what,
20. So the box is 20.
So a single one is 206.
Right, and then
But
the
I'm
box.
assuming this is like how many ounces? 33. So
Yeah.
kind of like 2 of the regular dollar bottle ones.
Right.
That's actually not too
It's
bad.
not too bad. When you look at the pricing, trust me, it's like you're almost paying the same.
It's not
And
too
you're
bad.
getting more
Way
water. So like
healthier.
now if you just walk around with one of these, you actually drank more in a day.
Exactly. So like I know if I drink 2, I'll have like most of my daily intake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yo,
We just got to the Poland Spring. Now,
Yes.
is this actually decent water?
No.
Because this is usually what people will gravitate to.
Right, so this is
Personally,
the norm.
This is what I provide in the studio, and this is what you would be drinking.
so if you're in
Help
Toto
us out
Studio,
so that we can put you up to a better level.
if you're in Toto Studios, don't mind the water. But this is probably not the best option. The plastic in it, it's what people don't realize is that this is not
Yeah.
this is not the first time. This didn't come straight from Poland Springs.
Yeah.
You know, it went through miles and miles in a truck, heat, cold, up and down. Who knows how old this actually is?
Is it better than one of the other bottled waters, or they all the same thing? Because
So
I'm not
that-
gonna say a brand one, but there's one brand one that's like super. It just tastes nasty.
Oh, you talking about like Aquafina?
Yeah.
Let's say the brand. We talk about Poland Spring.
Yeah.
Damn, you know what's funny? Mountains? Yeah, Mountain Valley. That's Mountain Valley. So we saying brands. Aquafina is trash too.
Yeah.
It all depends on the source of water, but Aquafina is probably one of the worst.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember one day I bought like a pack of 24. I couldn't finish
Nah,
it.
it tastes like lake
'Cause
water.
It's just nasty. It tastes metally.
Yep.
Oh,
It tastes like lake
really?
water.
Yeah.
Yep.
I never
It's
tried
nasty.
it, so I didn't.
It's nasty. So that's that.
Tap water's better.
That's a red
Wow.
flag right there, like just the taste. But again, I would try and avoid plastic. I mean, now, like recently there was a recall. I know they have in water already, but the one that mostly come to mind is one in detergent. Like certain detergents, there's forever chemicals in the detergent, so that's getting on your clothes and you put it on. So it's like now they're studying the plastics, the microplastics that get into our food and our system. So this is definitely one of them. And like, you know, plastic, flimsy plastic, all that noise. I always settle for glass. I wasn't always like that. You know, again, it's all, you gotta meet yourself where you're at. If this is all you can do right now to get your water
Yeah.
intake, no judgment.
Right. And just remember, this is still going to be better than soda.
Yes.
So it really does depend where you're at.
And also better than tap water, believe it or not. So tap water is not the best option, especially not now. Yeah, because now there's a lot of, I would avoid tap water at all, unless you're filtering it. So that's
Yeah.
another, if you don't want to do this, you can invest into a filter too, a water filter at home, and that would be like even better, because then you could bottle it yourself in like a stainless steel bottle, and you don't got to worry about
So
whatever's
filtering
in the
your water at home is better than buying a
Correct.
plastic bottle
Correct.
of water.
Because you get,
What about those 5-gallon, those big ones? The same.
those
as
are very similar as well, because they just plastic. Again, it's all plastic. It is BPA free, some of them, but that BPA is usually have a certain grade, where to a certain extent they still will leak microplastics.
So I know you mentioned coconut water
Yes.
that last time. So since we're in the topic of
Water.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go find some coconut water. I love coconut water, so let's see what we find.
coconut water. And they only have the big one. Semilla, 10.49.
Wow.
This is too expensive, I'm telling you. I could get, in Costco, they have a pack of like, well, the smaller ones, a pack of 6 for $10 right now.
Wow.
So the smaller
A
ones.
pack of 6?
A pack of 6 of the smaller ones.
This is coconut water.
That's real
And it's
coconut
pink.
water. Yes.
Why is it pink?
So when coconut water, when you get it out of the coconut, like let's say you're on the Caribbean island and you get actual coconut, which I love, that's what I do. That's the best way you can get it.
Yeah.
Obviously. It's white, well it's not white, it's just see-through. When that water touches oxygen, which obviously to pour it, with time it will slowly convert into this color. So this is the natural conversion of it. And this company is actually very, very ethical with that. I've actually purchased, which I knew was fresh, I've actually purchased water that was still clear, and I saw it convert into pink in my fridge.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's actually pretty cool.
I would have seen this and think,
Ingredients right there. Organic coconut water.
That's it. That's all you need.
Harmless Harvest.
Yes.
You should sponsor this video.
Facts. We need sponsors.
If I would have bought this clear, how it got to your house, and it would have turned pink, I thought it would
You would have thought it was bad.
I thought it, yes, I definitely would have thought it went bad. But that's amazing to know.
Yeah, and it's funny because Whole Foods have their own version, and if you look at it, it's slightly lighter.
Yeah.
Let's see the ingredients there.
organic coconut water. This would probably be the only other alternative that I would do because they're very similar to that. But I'm just saying, like the color difference that you can see is like, all right, maybe this one actually might have been packaged sooner than this. But it's all, see, it don't look the same.
That one right there looks darker.
Exactly. See, there's a beer section. Try and avoid any alcohol at all. That's me. No judgment. Especially at Whole Foods.
A favorite.
Uh-oh.
A favorite. Tropicana orange juice.
Okay.
What about this? Because I mean, this
So
is like
let's
everywhere.
say you're here, right? You're gonna shop for Tropicana. Pick out the one that you're gonna pick out, and then we'll take a look.
I would take this one
Oh,
because
calcium.
they sell me with this. They sell
So
me
you
with
fell
this.
for the front.
I did.
Okay, so
I do all the time.
what am I preaching now? You start with the back. Nah,
Sorry.
you can start with the back, right?
Oh, you're right. So we have to start with the back, which I never do with this because I always.
Yeah, because now I have to start testing you guys.
So we're gonna look for the ingredients.
Now let me get it. Let me film you guys. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm testing you guys.
So the ingredients say 100% orange juice,
That's it.
calcium hydroxide, citric acid, malic acid, and vitamin D3.
It should say oranges. 100% oranges.
Are those all the ingredients?
Yeah. He's about to say it's not bad.
So there's no sugar in there? You read all the ingredients.
Ingredients not found in regular. Oh, it has a little star that says ingredients not found in regular orange juice.
Oh, here it is.
Contains orange juice from U.S. and Brazil.
No, but that's it. I
But
guess
it don't say sugar. It doesn't.
it just says 100% juice.
It says 100% juice.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, man. 100% juice, calcium hydroxide, citric acid, malic acid, and vitamin D3. See, what concerns me is
We're about to get the approval, guys.
no. What concerns me with this, honestly,
What's the concern?
Where the sugar's coming from.
right? So it can be the orange, but
But it doesn't say orange.
I
It
would
just
still-
says juice.
right,
I guess the
orange
juice.
juice. And then what they usually do in this is like they highly concentrate the orange. So I mean, it's not terrible for those that are Tropicana drinkers, but keep in mind, sugar content in an orange is very high. So just know that 22 grams is about 11 teaspoons of sugar, which is an 8-ounce cup of orange, which most likely none of you are drinking 8 ounces only.
Maybe I will. Maybe me, because I'm so little.
When was the last
No.
time you bought an 8-ounce cup? You know how small the cups are?
No, I'm serious. I'm serious.
You would drink actually 8
I'm
ounces.
serious.
Okay, so I'll give it up
Probably
to you.
leave some.
So just know
Serious.
that you're getting those 8 ounces. Just know you're getting
But
about
that is a lot
11 teaspoons of sugar.
That is still a lot.
So even though the ingredients check off, this is one of those situations where, okay, ingredients are good. There's no added cane sugar, great. But the item
And the high
itself, no matter how
fructose, right?
natural, no high fructose corn syrup, all these things that are actual sugar aren't here, but the sugar here is from the actual fruit, which is
Okay.
probably why they don't need to add it. So
Which is kind of a good thing.
yeah, it's good,
But it's still sugar.
if you want to just eat the orange. Because this is the other thing. This raises blood sugar. Back to the blood sugar point. If you were to eat the orange has fibers to slow down
Oh, so
the
when
sugar.
you're eating the fiber with the
Exactly. When you eat the actual fruit, the fruit is designed for you to eat it all that way, so it won't be straight to sugar
Just
in
sugar
your
in-
bloodstream.
In
So-
very good point.
So is it better to squeeze the juice?
If you're gonna eat the,
I'm
if you're gonna
sorry.
eat the orange, are you gonna eat the orange? I mean, technically, that's what this is. Kind of like, oh yeah, I guess the better option for juice would be you squeezing it yourself. Like that would be all right. You know you ain't gonna get
But
no
you're still getting-
citric acid, all these other
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
You just know you're gonna get orange.
100% orange
Yeah.
straight. You won't get the fiber. You might get some fiber, but you won't get all of it of the actual orange.
Which, in all honesty, straight juice from the orange juice tastes so much better.
It's really good.
Like
Yeah,
if
because if you really, this doesn't really taste like 100% orange.
Yeah, it
it's so
doesn't.
concentrated. But if you do what, like squeeze the
like
actual
Dominicans,
orange,
the natural.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
that's good.
So that's
Good.
that's the
It takes more time, which I get. This
Yes.
is why we buy this. But you
Yes.
know, if you have the time, just squeeze it out.
exactly. Or another option that you may have, if you buy this and you have the 8-ounce cup, for example, and let's say I know you mentioned the sugar and trying to,
Going up and
you know,
down.
why you get crashes and
Right.
whatnot, you could pour half the cup and then just water it down yourself. I don't know if that might be an option. Just
Okay.
add the water and then you can water down the Tropicana yourself. And then you could, you know, trial and error.
I've been doing that
Trial
with
and error.
juices.
Yeah,
Like
'cause-
I water it down with sparkling water. Actually, is that bad?
It's better than you drinking the entire thing.
Right.
of
That's what
juice.
I think. I'm kind of diluting the sugar and preventing myself from drinking so much sugar at once.
Right. Yeah. So, yeah, this is not too bad. Oranges ain't organic, but it's not bad. It ain't bad.
Yay! It kind of passed.
No, my
Uh-oh.
kids love bacon.
Bacon?
Yeah.
Oh, we could do bacon. Let's see what we got. So when you're doing bacon is not bad.
I bought this one.
It's not because I thought it was
Yeah,
terrible.
no, bacon is not bad.
I bought this one.
That's actually a good option. But
Uncured.
don't fall for the front. Remember that?
Let's
So
look at the
let's
back.
Go to the back. I don't really.
actually just fall for how the bacon looks. So.
Yeah,
It
that's
has too
actually.
much fat. I don't mind.
That's a very good, also another good way to do it. Ingredients: organic pork, water, sea salt, contains less than 2% of the following: cane sugar and cultured celery powder. Now, when I see cane sugar, I want to know how much, right?
It's probably because of the apple, right?
And honestly, it's not even added. It's like total sugar, 0
Zero.
grams. So I guess that less than 2% is really a true thing.
Really low.
Yeah. So it's less.
It's not even significant enough to put it there.
To be like, oh, added sugar. There's no grams of sugar here. So this is a green light for real. There's, again, brands, they tend to go across the board with their ethics. So like, I know Applegate. When you see that, it's a good brand.
So I have a question. You eat all types of meat?
Yeah, for the most part.
Because for the most part.
For the most part.
Because I grew up, like my mom always talks about how it's not so healthy to eat like pork, beef. Like my mom, me growing up, I never really ate those type of meats because my mom always kind of demonized them. Like they're not good for you. So when you eat pork or beef, like what do you look for in them?
So I rarely eat pork.
Okay.
It's very rare I do pork. Why? Because even growing up in whatever country it is, you see what the porks eat. They literally eat everything.
Yeah.
They eat anything, everything. So I'm not, and there are farms out there that do sell like actual, humanized pork that they have a certain diet, and the meat is just cleaner. So I mean, it gets very rural when you're talking about like what the animals are eating.
Mm-hmm.
But if I do beef, for example, like actually.
Let's go back here. Yeah.
So this, and it's on sale. So like, I'm always a sale shopper. I tend to make sure, like, especially in Whole Foods, things can get expensive. I tend to make sure that I'm like stocking up on things like this. This I can freeze. So for example, organic ground beef. This particular is 85 lean, 15% fat. But the key thing is 100% grass fed, and it has the organic seal. So
Because grass-fed means that
the cows are free roaming cows that are eating grass. In contrary, so your typical beef that you would buy, which they actually do have some here as well, it would not be grass fed. So they feed them grains, they feed them corn, they feed them like a lot of things that's not healthy. Same thing that's not healthy for us ain't healthy for them.
so whatever
like,
they're eating, if they're consuming something that's not healthy
it's
and we
gonna
eat
end up
them,
in you. Common sense, but yet again, it's not so common.
I know.
Unfortunately, it's just not as.
you just really don't think about these things, especially if you grow up eating them and it's normal, and your parents don't really they never really used to look at the labels like that because obviously we didn't have so much information.
Well, and also they didn't need it. So like, if your mom, my parents, whatever, they grew up in a farm. Like, there ain't no such thing as organic beef. There's no such thing as grass fed because it's already
It is,
naturally like
yeah.
that. The fact that we even have things this type of label it sucks because that shows where society is now. Like we have to differentiate between conventional and actual organic. Like
And
our
maybe that
parents,
is why they never really got into the labels, because they're just assuming they're consuming the same thing.
And that's what I mentioned. Remember I mentioned in the podcast, like I put 2 and 2 together. You come here with your diet from overseas, but you're just like, you grab and go, you think everything is the same quality, but it's not. And that's where the main problem is.
Very
So
important.
whenever you're doing beef, grass-fed beef, the Beyond Meat. So ideally in the public, right, you would think that this is a healthier option, but this is actually way more processed than actual meat. So this, I know
The
it's a great,
brand?
this is well, no, just because they call it the meat itself, they call it Beyond Meat. They just happen to actually go with the Beyond Burger, I guess that's their brand. So this would be the option for like a vegan person. But if you look at the ingredients, right? You got water, pea protein, expeller pressed canola oil. It's the second.
We have canola oil in the house. We need to throw that out.
Yeah,
No, that seems
I
disgusting.
wouldn't use that canola oil.
Here, I thought it was
very, very.
Oh no, I'm thinking about corn oil.
Corn oil is just as bad.
Really.
Sorry, guys.
No,
Patalitos
don't even
pasan,
feel
bro.
bad because the canola oil tastes disgusting.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's very highly processed.
I didn't
If
even
you
know that. I
look-
thought it was better. I thought it was better than the regular one.
Just look up the
So
process.
who bought it? Because it wasn't me. Anyways,
So yeah, like this have so much stuff, and it's like, all right, if you were actually making, this is my thing. If you're a vegetarian, why you have to eat something that's gonna taste like meat? Vegetarian, vegan, whatever it is, why do you need something that's gonna taste like meat? But they have to have like literally, this is all ingredients. Literally.
whoa,
So you have all this extra stuff just to make it taste like meat.
yeah.
At that point, you might
Just
as well
eat the meat.
Or if you're gonna go that route, make like a bean burger, like the way like the actual vegetarian patty is. But all this stuff is so highly processed, is very unhealthy. My opinion, of course, I'm not a professional. You do whatever you want with your life. I'm just telling you what I think the gut can handle, because all these things aren't good for your gut microbiome. What type of milk you guys buy?
Okay, so in my house, we get 2% milk for the kids.
Okay.
And myself, sometimes I drink it too.
Okay.
And
So-
my husband usually gets oat milk. I mean, almond milk.
So again, I know this is going to be much more expensive, but remember what I told you. When you're looking for milk, you know, a good option, obviously whole milk is probably like, if you're getting reduced fat, 2%, it would be this. But I do
Reduced
know,
fat?
see 100% grass-fed, Maple Hill, organic, reduced fat milk. Again, it's more pricier.
This is what we grab. Wherever we go, it needs to look
Right,
like that.
the gallon.
We always get, I mean,
And then again, you know, glass.
look at
wow,
the front.
it's
Like,
$7.
That's glass.
yeah, it's glass.
They don't even
What?
sell that in our supermarket.
Oh, definitely
So
not.
if you go back-
That's definitely not in Stop and
Back
Shop.
in the day, far enough, El Lechero, the milkman, would show up with a glass bottle. So
And how much is that? That's $5.79. How
So
much is
it
this?
can get pricey.
Oh, but this
$3.99.
is $4 versus almost $6.
Yeah, but that's
Right.
not a gallon.
It's not a gallon.
Oh, that's true.
So depending on how much milk your kids
Nah,
drink,
bro, we got 2 kids that eat cereal.
again, you gotta meet yourself
Me
where
too.
you are. Meet yourself where you are. If you can, great. If you can't, just buy whatever you can afford.
Is oat milk a good option?
Depending on the oat milk. So lately they've been finding, you know, traces of high oils in oat milk to get that smoothness. So it depends the
Oh,
brand.
to get the creaminess?
They have some oat milk that are better options than others. And even like some famous brands, they aren't that good. They're starting to put things like canola oil, sunflower oil to make it that smooth.
Now I'm going to be looking at that, the canola oil.
The ingredients. The ingredients.
Okay. What about
Also,
eggs?
we're in the egg options. I know eggs is a very controversial thing too, because everybody just go for the white little foam thing that they have in all the supermarkets. It's funny because I feel
White
like
little foam thing.
they don't even have them here. But don't be fooled. Don't be fooled, because here there are some. Oh, they have all organic here. That's crazy. Let me see. I'm trying to find. See, grade A. This is
Oh,
all
look,
like.
this one says outdoor access. Meaning
Yeah,
they're
so-
not always outside. They just have access
Outdoor.
out.
Right. So they're
Oh.
like they're caged, but they have a door to the cage, and they can go outside and like roam the fields or whatever. Which it could be like a gimmick, really. The real term that I was telling you guys.
Our shit says created by Jimmy Neutron.
So, again, it gets pricier as you get to the healthier side. Best ultimate would be organic pasture raised. Second best would be pasture raised. Pasture raised actually means that they're actually outside in the pastures. And if you look at the eggs, they don't look the same.
They're brown.
So that's what you want. See, even the
So
the
you don't want white
freckles-
eggs?
I don't buy white eggs. Eggs aren't white. Guys, think
Really?
about that.
Ever?
Go to a farm.
I don't really know because I didn't
Have
go
you
to.
ever seen a chicken lay a white egg?
I don't know because I never
Go
saw a
to
chicken
farm.
lay an egg.
Guaranteed. Go to a farm. Even when you have pet birds. I had
That's
pet
good to
birds
know.
once, and when they lay eggs.
$8.
Yeah. So, again, this is the second best. Let's go by tiers. First best, organic, pasture raised, $8.49. It's kind of expensive. If it's on sale, I would do it. Second best would be
So
pasture
what do you
raised.
usually pay for this?
Yeah, that I would go either, that price. Sometimes I do this one because they're
For
extra
that-
large.
that's like the
so they're
regular-
larger eggs.
The regular price you paid, like
When it's on
$9 for
sale,
12?
right. When it's on sale, sometimes they come down to $6.99. So that's actually a good deal. $6.99 and I'll just tend to eat more eggs like that week or two. I'll check the expiration, see how long they'll last me. Eggs they last a good time.
And these are the ones that almost died and they restored them.
What? What?
Oh my God! What is it? Pasture raised, restorative. I wonder what that means, though. What's good about them is that
Look at it. It
They
comes with
probably
a
had
little.
C-sections.
Oh my god. It comes with a little like,
Oh, those are more expensive though. That's crazy. It must be something.
Bro, I'm teaching Lenny how to shop.
For real, you are, bro. You're giving me pointers. You know what it is that once you get into the hang of things, I know what I want.
Yeah,
That's-
you go
grab
for
and
what
go.
you get. Yeah.
And I already know the quality. I already know the history. I don't need to be looking for.
You don't look for the new things. You just
Right.
stick to what you know it's good.
Exactly.
That's smart.
Yeah. So
So
then
these are,
again.
so what's free range?
So free range, it's almost similar to pasture raised, but not really. A lot of verbiage that they use in these eggs are very marketing. Again, it's like same thing as front of packaging. It's just to get you to buy it or to feel like you're buying more healthy. I tend to look at brands, and sometimes I see a new brand, I'm like, oh, those eggs are on sale. But like, sometimes you know about like almost pricing. 12 eggs, $9.49, organic, free range. Like, so free range is just not pasture raised. The difference, I would actually have to look it up. So I'll look up my type of OCD. I'll be like, hey, let me look at Pete and Jerry's website, and then from there, they actually tell you like, what they do,
With their
how much.
chickens.
It's so in depth into detail that they tell you how much feet of free range they have to
Oh
be in
wow.
the fields. So
How many of us actually do that? None.
and it's funny because again, you got to meet yourself where you're at. It depends how deep you go into what you're consuming. But at the end of the day, like when you stop and think about it, you only have to do it once, and then you're like, oh,
Yeah, and then you know.
I know that. Okay, cool. These are actually, it looks from the look of it, it looks like it's pretty good. Organic feed, organic pastures. It's
Healthy
not
hens,
bad.
healthy eggs,
USDA
healthy planet.
organic.
From small family farms. No synthetics, no
synthetic,
added hormones,
non-GMO
no
feed.
antibiotics.
This means that what they're feeding them is non-genetically modified, possibly corn, but non-genetically modified is actually a good thing because again, that gets into you.
Yeah. Awesome. So your preference is pasture raised,
Yeah, like that's like
Organic.
organic.
Well, that's
pasture
the-
raised.
honestly, I've mixed back and forth depending on my budget.
Okay.
Honestly, like
Okay.
if it's a week where it's on sale, the organic pasture raised, I'll get the organic. On a regular, I'll probably just go for pasture raised. It's close enough. If it's like $1 or $2 difference, it's like, nah, let me just, that thing adds up.
Yeah. Awesome.
Especially Sam eating 37 eggs a day.
See, I gotta feed the biceps only, just eggs. But cereal, funny because this would be the cereal,
Granola.
and they aren't going to be the same options that you're going to see in your local supermarket.
Oh, so this is the cereal aisle
Look,
here.
you see Cheerios.
Oh.
Yeah, this cereal aisle actually looks like they
Are
went
Cheerios
through it.
actually good?
No.
Are they better than like Fruit Loops?
I guess. I guess if you're gonna choose Fruit
Make
Loops,
me- make me
if
feel a
you're gonna
little
choose
good.
Cheerios over Fruit Loops, I guess. Yes.
That's what I do.
This is the one that you bought.
Yeah, I actually like that one.
Oh, really?
I don't know
Let's
how.
take a look.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
Forget Cheerios, then.
We buy those. We know it sucks. I mean,
Yeah.
we're fully aware.
Really? Kashi?
No,
Or
no,
No,
Cheerios?
there's a Cheerios.
Oh,
I was
but-
actually telling her like 3 days ago, and I ate Cheerios at night, and I realized how bad it made me feel. Like I had heartburn all night. I had like acid reflux, like all night, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't make you
nah.
feel the best.
Yeah, you see this? Whole oat flour, degerminated yellow cornmeal, invert cane syrup, oat fiber, honey, salt, expeller pressed canola oil, natural flavors. There's another red flag. So canola oil, yes. Natural flavors.
Oh
Wait, we know that one
no.
now.
You know natural flavors?
Yeah.
Did you guys look it
Yeah.
up?
No, we just no. If it says that, it's bad. I think it
Natural
was
flavor.
according to
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah. I don't remember where I saw it, but yeah. Now that when I see that, I.
Yeah, so honestly,
sucks.
So Kashi is
it's very honestly, all honest truth, it's very hard to find a good cereal. This brand is they actually just got into Whole Foods. I used to buy them when they first started, super expensive. But if you buy it directly from them, you get a better deal. This would be like a somewhat, I would say this would taste like blank Cheerios. This would taste like kind of honey nut. And this would be like a cinnamony
bro. This is like
cereal.
I would eat this
In one
cereal.
sitting. and that was my next point. My next point is that your serving size, the reason why cereals aren't that great is because you tend to overindulge. And when you get, even with this cereal, like this tastes good as hell. Like I would consume this. I like it. But if you look at the ingredients, like organic cassava flour, organic coconut flour, organic honey, organic coconut sugar, organic cinnamon, organic coconut oil, Himalayan salt. Even the salt is of top quality. So it's a different type of cereal. It has all the seals, grain-free, USDA organic, gluten-free, no refined sugar, non-GMO, paleo, the whole nine. Like they went above and beyond. And I know this brand because I used to buy them before they got into bigger stores.
Oh really?
Yeah, when I was craving cereal. So again, it becomes like the serving size. And you can't overindulge even on healthy stuff. And in this case, one box is supposed to be 6.
6
He's
servings.
supposed to get Deke 6 serving size out of this.
6 of probably my servings or my kids.
But my hack, honestly, was something like this. Would be when I do the milk, right? If I'm doing like an almond milk or something like that, I'll actually mix up like a vanilla protein and I'll use that as my milk as a flavor thing. That way I get a little more filling and more satiating.
I've seen
than
somebody
just-
else do something
Yeah,
like that.
every time I do something, because you're not really getting, this is
Anything.
technically almost all carbs, good
Yeah.
sodium, even the healthy, and I'm talking about the healthy ones. You don't even want to go to like the ones that aren't, it's like, you're not really getting any nutrients. So I always try to, if I'm gonna do something like a cereal or some type of grain-free granola, like something like this, like, call it Coca-Nola. So it's a grain-free granola, super hemp. So this one has hemp, 5 grams of plant-based protein.
Why would you want to get a grain-free granola?
Because grains are also very heavily sprayed with pesticides and things like that. So there's a lot of like extra stuff in, that's why when it comes to oats and things like that, the quality really, really matters because it's heavily sprayed. So I always just go for grain-free. And actually, most grains affect your gut health, and then that affects your entire microbiome, which is the key. Like the key is to have your gut A1. The key is to have your gut A1, like up to top notch, because that is what, when you consume something, that's what's gonna break it down, actually consume the nutrients in whatever you eat.
And recently they've been talking about a lot about how your gut health really affects your mental health.
It affects everything. So when you're sick, when you get a cold, anything, like everything starts in your gut. And people underestimate that. So
I definitely did underestimate that.
So can you have bad gut health, but poop a lot?
absolutely. Let me.
I'm just asking.
I'm gonna turn this around.
I'm just asking for a friend, you know.
Can you ask that again?
Can you have bad gut health, but poop a lot? Be a frequent pooper,
Right.
and your gut still be bad, like
Yes,
this
you
gut.
can. Yes, you can.
Shit.
Yes, you can.
I'll let my friend know.
The reason why is because there could be a lot of things going on in your stomach, in your intestines. Like you might have some parasite issues. You might have some problems breaking down certain things like proteins or fibers or grains. Like again, everybody's different. So I know for me, I don't do good with grains. So when I choose something like this, that's why I go grain free. People sometimes get bloated with grains. That bloat comes from the gut, comes from your intestines. So you can be pooping a lot and still have a bad gut.
Interesting. Okay.
Your reaction? Interesting.
Okay. So overall, cereal is not the best option.
I would stay away.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. Just, yeah. Okay, so something that I think almost everybody buys is bread.
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit more about bread. How do you feel about breads? Which ones do you go for? What do you look for?
So me personally, ironically, the bread that I would get would be something like rye bread. This is actually not a bad option.
It's expensive.
It's very expensive.
I'll buy the Epic one. This one.
It's very expensive.
Right?
Yes, it says Epic on it.
But there's one that's like these. It says Epic. It's like an everything bagel type of.
Right. And it gives a lot of flavor. So again, don't fall for the front, go to the back.
I definitely fell for his muscles.
They catch you, that's pretty good. Organic wheat, seeds, nuts.
It's pretty good advertisement.
But now
yeah.
the question is, you say that grains are not good for you, and this says 21 whole grains.
See, like that's why I rarely eat bread, like maybe once or twice a year. Literally.
year?
Like,
Wow.
I rarely eat bread. I don't
Lenny.
really eat bread.
I eat once
Lenny.
or twice an hour.
I really don't eat, but that's me. Again, you have to, everybody's different. I'm not saying it's bad eating bread. I just know I listen to my body
Yeah,
and it doesn't work for me.
But that's
So-
admirable because that's something that, I don't know, we're all used to eating. So for you to be on that level where it's like, I could go on a whole year and just eat it twice a year, you're the man.
But again, it's like, certain things,
All right.
It's
we
not
have
for everybody.
definitely bought this. This is something just.
Yeah, I like
so
that.
start with the back. Let's see.
I like that bread.
Oh, the ingredients. What's the ingredients? See, the thing with
Damn,
bread
I already
is
saw the list of ingredients, man.
unbleached,
Damn, who
enriched
is this calling me? Hold
flour.
on. Someone's calling me.
Bro, we're recording.
Is the third time? I'm sorry. 1 second, please. Yes.
Again, with breads, you're not gonna get away with flour. Like they're all gonna have some sort of flour.
Just tell her it sucks, man.
It has a flour, but my red flag here, honestly, is a lot of like different ingredients that I don't even know what they are. I would do a deep dive in this, as I don't eat bread like that. I don't know too many of
okay.
them. But the one I do know, soybean oil, I wouldn't be too fond of that. Cultured wheat flour, sunflower, it has a lot of things that are heavily processed. So I would, me personally, stay away from it. But there are breads also in the frozen sections that they're usually a better option. There's a brand
In the
called,
frozen section?
Yeah, they keep them in the freezer. And you have to, obviously, it's a sign that has to be fresh. Because ideal bread, that's not
The Ezekiel bread.
like Ezekiel. There's
What?
a brand.
So bread that's in the fridge, that means it's fresh bread?
It just means the ingredients are more perishable, which is also what you want. Like
Oh.
we've lost that connection.
I would have thought the opposite. If
Right.
it's on the fridge, I would have thought, no,
Well,
maybe.
this process, obviously the processed meals in the freezer, like freezer meals, but things like bread is like, all right, if it's in the freezer, then maybe there's something that it can go bad. So it's like we've lost the connection to like actual foods that go bad. Like that's normal. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to, your bread or whatever shouldn't be sitting good for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Our cheese shouldn't be there for 4 months.
Well, I think you're exaggerating a bit, but yeah, I get it. Okay. What about this? This water.
So this is just as good.
Is that just
because-
as good as
Right, because they also
mine?
have sparkling water, but this is, again, glass, very good. Go to the back, spring water, carbonated dioxide, great, simple.
Saratoga. You should sponsor us.
All right, so
This is something that I just
Yeah.
use.
Seasonings. I
you guys
do.
use Old Bay. Old Bay is not bad, honestly.
For shrimps, for the shrimps, I
It's
use
not,
it.
it's not the worst thing in the world. No, you start with the back.
Okay.
Ingredients.
Ingredients.
Should be in bold.
Celery salt,
Good.
salt, celery seed,
Yep.
spices, including red pepper and black pepper and paprika.
That's it.
Oh, that's not bad.
So simple. That's why I say it's not a bad choice. If you go the Old Bay, there's nothing wrong with that. Seasons can be dangerous. Again, if you want, we come from a background where they like to see their food with colors, so they don't realize in those Goya little sazon packs, they have like red dye, yellow dye. The way I say it is like, yo, we have colors naturally. If you want yellow dye, turmeric. If you want red dye, paprika. I don't know what other colors you make those 2 colors work for you. For all my Spanish folks, fun fact, I actually did a video like this way like 3 or 4 years ago when I was doing like some health YouTube stuff, but I remember mentioning the excuse that everybody has that they don't know what to season with, but this is adobo, yes. And these are all organic.
Let me see. Oh,
So there's an actual adobo seasoning that's organic. And what I say, start with the back. Sea salt, organic garlic, organic onion, organic black pepper, organic oregano, organic bay leaf, organic turmeric. It's all there. That's all you need. And there's adobo.
wow.
So no excuses.
I got no excuses.
Also, one last thing real quick, salts. If you get salts, it should be your options. Should be pink Himalayan. You got ancient refined, this is more like table salt. And to cook would be this kosher sea salt, a little thicker. They like thicker grains.
I think that's what we have right now. That blue
We
bottle,
have-
the kosher.
It's sea salt.
So it's kosher
Yeah.
sea salt. It's still better
It's
than,
definitely kosher. I remember seeing that.
Is it?
yeah.
I think they have the one we have.
So that's a great brand that I also buy. And then this brand is also really good. Baleen. So Mediterranean, preservative. Some salts, they don't even have them here, but there's salts, especially from the Spanish realm, the little red bottle. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's detrimental to your heart, your sodium, everything. It's terrible.
What?
The regular salt we buy.
That salt, the little diamond, is diamond?
Diamond.
Oh
Diamond
yeah,
salt?
yeah.
Toxic.
Bro.
And these are like sweetener alternatives. Remember I mentioned monk fruit to you guys?
Oh yeah.
So that's it right there, monk fruit.
This is how you know you're in
This is
Whole Foods
stevia.
because you don't see this many.
You don't see those alternatives.
Yeah.
So
There's like a small section of like healthier options, but it's a small section.
right. Yeah. So the oils, there's so much stuff. Yeah, you frozen pizza?
Yeah.
All right, so just real quick, frozen pizza. If you're gonna go frozen pizza,
If the bread is bad,
no, if you're gonna go frozen pizza, this is a great brand. Capello. They
Hello.
use almond flour, and the taste is actually pretty good. And again, as an alternative, they have different kinds.
Can we try this? This is so little.
They are small though. They are small.
How much are they? Oh
They're not
my
on sale. I
God.
only buy this on sale when they're like
$11. Look how little this is.
But again, yeah, you probably need like 3 of these.
Back.
16 grams of protein.
Capellos.
Come on.
but the cheese
Ingredients.
though, what's up with the cheese on it?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. So you'll see right here, where is it at? Egg, almond flour, arrowroot flour, organic coconut milk, organic coconut water, organic root gum, organic oil, extra virgin olive oil. So everything has oil, but when you know you have that, they went above and beyond. Oh, this is the crust.
I'm sorry. That's all right. I'm quick.
So that was the crust. This is the topping, right? Pizza sauce, tomato puree, salt. They tell you what it is. Whole milk mozzarella, pasture-raised milk,
Wow.
cheese cultures, salt enzymes, white cheddar, pasteurized. Milk, cheese, culture, salt, enzyme. So
cheese is not bad for you.
no, it's not. Definitely if you're doing some type of cheese, same thing, pasteurized, grass-fed. If that.
So cheese, if it's pasteurized, is better.
Right.
Okay.
But when you
that's
see
good
that
to
much
know.
detail in a brand, you
Yeah.
know that they're doing their due diligence and
Yeah.
they have good ethics. They also have pasta alternatives, like
Capellos, you should sponsor this video.
like this. So they have pasta alternatives as well. For those of you that like to make, ravioli, penne, sweet potato, gnocchi. Again, it's just a grainless, flourless, glutenless, good for the gut. Happy gut.
This is why we need more money and a positive attitude. Okay, so there's this drink that I personally love, and hopefully one day we could be sponsored by them. Poppy. And Lenny hasn't tried it, so I want you to look at the ingredients.
So let's see. Let's start with the back, right? Ingredients: sparkling water, organic cane sugar, which is a better option than just straight processed sugar or what most things have, which is corn syrup. Organic apple cider vinegar. That's actually pretty impressive. Organic agave, so they use that as a sweetener as well. Inulin raspberry, which is probably the flavor.
Yeah.
Yep. What we got here? Natural flavors. Could be better, but it's fine. They're probably using it to infuse some sort of flavor. You're so excited. Lemon juice and stevia. So this is actually pretty clean. I will say that. Only 20. Now I go back to the nutritional facts. 25 calories, not bad. The good thing about things like this size is that it's serving, so you don't have to worry about multiplying. It's like,
This is
whole
what it
can.
is.
It is what it is, right? Sugar is 4 grams, which is the initial sugars might be from stevia, but the added sugars are probably from the cane sugar. So you don't know how they're mixing the sweetener in there, but again, if you're gonna do soda versus this, I'd rather you do this. It's all about where you are.
Which was her thing. She said she wanted.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so I would definitely approve this. 100%.
I
But you
think
wouldn't drink it.
this one has natural
Uh-huh.
flavors
But you wouldn't
too.
drink it.
Oh, I would. Like, again, I have gray areas too. So I try to be clean as much as I could. But if I want something sparkling, and this is an option, I'll drink this.
Okay, so I'll gift you this one.
Yeah, we're gonna buy
This
it.
is our favorite one. This is our favorite one.
So what flavor is
You have to
this?
drink it now.
Strawberry lemonade.
Strawberry lemonade. Oh yeah, they have the similar. Yeah.
Do you usually like strawberry lemonade?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay,
I could,
so taste that one whenever you want. It's
And it says prebiotic soda. I
Yeah.
wanted to know where's the prebiotics. That's actually interesting too.
Probably in the apple cider.
Oh right, in the apple cider vinegar.
yeah, because all their drinks have apple cider vinegar.
For a healthy gut, so that's even a bigger plus. Like you're not gonna get that
that's
from
why
soda.
that's why we. Get
That's
that.
why we get
This is great because while you're eating, prebiotics also help the gut.
I actually, initially I didn't like it. I had to taste it like a few times, but now I'm like, that's
It
what
tastes
we
Was
buy.
there certain flavors,
tastes
or
great.
did you think you adapted to it?
Maybe I think I adapted to it.
He
That
did.
one-
For
that-
me,
she liked it right away.
immediately, I loved it. I was like,
Fell
this
in
is.
love
I
at
was
first
like,
sight.
this tastes too good to be this good.
And now they're everywhere. When she first got it, it was like super limited stores. So now
I
we
lo-
got
I'm-
them on Amazon when they're on sale.
I'm highly interested now.
Yeah.
I love
You're
the
welcome,
prebiotic.
Poppy.
I love the prebiotic though.
I
That's
do
a
too,
great,
I do
great,
too.
great touch because you're not gonna get that from soda.
Exactly.
Again, if you're on soda, there really isn't any soda that's approved. Like you go for alternatives like this, things that, you still want that sparkling flavor.
Right.
You got it, but have it in a healthy manner.
I actually, when I drink it, usually soda makes you feel bloated. I don't get that feeling in that.
Not only that, like if you look at soda, which they don't even have it here, like actual Pepsi or Coca-Cola, it's like 30, 40 grams of sugar.
They have flavors that they have cola.
So they try to mimic.
And it tastes like it. So
they have one that's like Dr. Pepper.
How is it?
One that's,
Have you tried it?
They don't taste like the original sodas, but for me, they're close enough.
Close enough. And that's what I always say. It's like, yo, you have to make some sort of sacrifice because you're not getting 50, 40 grams of sugar.
Yeah. Right.
Like, keep in mind, 4 grams of sugar is 1 teaspoon. Now until that's embedded, I'm gonna keep repeating that to people because that's when you know.
Nah, this is legit.
Yeah, I'm excited to try it.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Okay, guys, so we just came out of Whole Foods and we picked up a couple items here. Well, one was coconut water and a poppy, and we're gonna do a live taste testing for you guys.
Yeah, let's do this. I mean, I'm excited because you spoke highly of this. I think you should go first.
Okay, I will.
Let's try it. She's gonna try real coconut water,
see.
guys, for the first time. Smell test.
Ooh, it smells like the actual coconut.
And the cameraman approve?
I'm gonna taste it, and I don't like coconut water. So.
Wow,
See?
I'm impressed.
Real coconut.
I really love it.
Real coconut.
Wow. That tastes like a real coconut water.
I can actually drink that.
For sure.
And I don't like the gold. You usually get the Goja ones.
Yeah, but I know.
Oh no, those
I know,
are
Goya, I'm sorry.
Full of sugar.
Yeah.
Not good.
And you
Bro,
could, this is
I
good.
approve, and I don't like coconut water.
This is good.
It is.
I'm definitely buying this. Harmless Harvest. You guys rock.
Yeah, so that's my go-to coconut water. Again, it is a little pricier here. I would go to Costco. They usually have like a 6-pack, I think, for like $11 or so. It's the best bang for your buck. And you can rack up on it because they take a little while for them to expire. And it's the best. I use that to hydrate.
I'm
you
so
can't get
happy
better
I like
hydration.
this.
You're gonna feel super hydrated too. You really are. It's really good. So,
Now,
my turn.
bro,
Let's try.
We talk a lot about this.
You guys hype this up. You guys hype this up. So, let's give it a try.
I just hope he's like you and not like me.
Which is like,
Which is that I liked it right away.
smell test passes. Smells really good actually. It reminds me of like a candy.
It tastes really good in my opinion.
Wow. A lot of flavor.
It does have a lot of flavor, doesn't it?
I'm trying to, you know what's good about this? That it doesn't remind me about anything.
It's very unique.
It's like it's its own thing. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to think right now. I'm like, oh, it tastes like, but it's not, like my brain's not clicking because it doesn't really taste like anything. It has its own, wow, it is like a strawberry kiwi bitterness, but not.
It's amazing.
It's really good. Yo, Poppy.
He said Poppy.
Poppy, what's up?
Poppy, what's up, Poppy? Yeah. No, it's actually really good.
So both of these a go.
This, highly recommend. Thank you guys for recommending this. If
Thank
you're
you for
in the market-
recommending this. I'm definitely
There's no
a
turning
new.
back. You cannot go to regular coconut water or whatever canned.
Definitely
all the
no
stuff
go-
that
no
you
going
buy.
back.
You can't go back after you try this.
Thank you so much, Lenny, for coming along on this journey with us. We really appreciate all the knowledge you shared with
No,
us.
My pleasure. My
It
pleasure.
was amazing. I
We
learned
do
a
it for
lot.
you guys, honestly. Like,
Yes. Thank you
all
so much
people
for the
that are
support.
Tuning in, we appreciate you guys. I'm glad it created some sort of excitement to get some more knowledge about being healthy. And yeah, I'm here for you guys. I'm here for everybody, especially you guys. And the guy behind the camera, Darwin.
So that's it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up.
Right,
Don't
right.
forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so.
And as I always say, comment
Yes.
questions. I'll be there. I'll be in the comments. I'm always in the comments.
If you
So
got
comment
any
your
questions, maybe something we didn't cover, put it down in the comment section, and my guy Lenny right here will answer your questions.
You already know.
And maybe you guys want a part 2, who knows? Let us know. Give us some suggestions of other videos, other vlogs you guys would like for us to record, and we will definitely keep those in mind. Thank you so much for being here, and until next time.
Salute.
Wait.
What's up, health fam? So there was one tip that I forgot to mention.
that helped me a lot in the beginning of my journey, and that is an app called Bobby Approved. I just found myself using it here doing my own shopping run when I'm not too sure about something. That app would actually tell you if it's clean or not, and I trust this guy named Bobby Flay. He has a lot of clean products, and he always does his research, so I highly recommend download the app. It's a no-brainer. It's easy. You just scan the barcode and it tells you if something is clean or not. So go download the app. It's not sponsored, but I highly recommend it to everyone who's starting their journey. It just makes your life a lot easier when you're shopping in the supermarket.